Hello guys, I am continuing my report about budgeting systems. There are systems used in budgeting and they vary among companies and industries. And there are two major types of budgeting and I will discuss each one of them later. The budgetary period for operating activities normally includes the fiscal year of a company. A year is short enough that future operations can be estimated fairly accurately, yet long enough that the future can be viewed in a broad context. However, for control purposes, annual budgets are usually subdivided into shorter time periods, such as quarters, months, or weeks. A variation of fiscal year budgeting, called continuous budgeting, maintains a 12-month projection into the future. So if you look closely in the diagram, you will see that 12-month budget which is continually revised by replacing data for the month ended with the budget data for the same month next year. Example, for the month of February in 2016 will be revised for the budget data for the month of February for the year 2017. There are several methods of developing budget estimates, and one method is zero-based budgeting, which requires the managers to estimate sales, production, and other operating data as though operations started for the first time. So think of a fresh start with the last year's budget and revise it for the actual results and expected changes for the coming year. Two major budgets using this approach are the static budget and the flexible budget. Static budget shows the expected results of a responsibility center for only one activity level. From the word static, the budget will not be changed once determined even if the activity changes. As seen in the illustration, you see the assembly department budget of Coulter Manufacturing Company for the year ending July 31, 2016. Stated there the direct labor of 40,000 US dollar, electric power 5,000 and supervisor salary of 15,000 US dollar for a total department budgeted cost of 60,000 US dollar. Let's get an example that if assembly department of Coulter Manufacturing spent 70,000 US dollar for the year ending July 31, 2016. The assembly department spent 10,000 more than the budgeted. The department is over budget of 10,000. Despite of activity changes, the budgeted cost for the department is 60,000 US dollar, but the department spent 10,000 US dollar more. That would be bad news for the department was inefficient in spending more than budgeted. However, if it spent 10,000 US dollar more for more units from the planned units for the budget 60,000 US dollar, then it is not bad news after all. Unlike static budgets, flexible budgets show the expected results of responsibility center for several activity levels. So a flexible budget is basically a series of static budgets for different levels of activity. Look at the illustration for flexible budget of assembly department budget of Coltier Manufacturing Company for the year ending July 31, 2016. Here you see the three steps. Step 1 are activity levels identified as units of production. 8,000 units, 9,000 units, and 10,000 units respectively. In step 2, Variable costs change in each activity levels while fixed costs remain constant. In step 3, you will come up with different budgeted costs for each activity levels: 60,000 US dollar, 65,000 US dollar, and 71,000 US dollar respectively. What you notice is that Assembly Department has now flexible budget. Back to our assumption, if the Assembly Department produced 70,000 US dollar for the year, then based on the budget on activity level 3 of 71,000 US dollar, Assembly Department was under budget by 1,000 US dollar. In developing budgets, companies use a variety of computerized approaches, and two of the most popular computerized approaches used are spreadsheet software such as Microsoft Excel and integrated budget and planning software systems. Master budget is an integrated set of operating and financial budgets for a period of time. Most companies prepare a master budget on a yearly basis. Operating budgets can be used to prepare a budgeted income statement, while financial budgets provide information for a budgeted balance sheet. Look at the diagram. Under operating budgets, there is sales budget, cost of goods sold budget, production budget, direct materials purchases budget, direct labor cost budget, factory overhead budget, and selling and administrative expense budget, which are reflected in income statement. In financial budgets, we see cash budget and capital expenditures budget, which are reflected in balance sheet. Operating budgets and financial budgets will be discussed thoroughly in the succeeding reports. Thank you.